Good day, my viewers. I'm back again today to give you a follow-up on the initial video I did yesterday. And I want to start it with a song. Mora, mora, eh. Nobody getting moral like citizens. Mora, mora, eh. Nobody getting moral like Nigerians. Ewo mora, say mora, eh. Nobody getting moral like Nigerians. Mora, mora, eh. Nobody getting moral like Nigerians. Yes, you are welcome again to today's discussion. Yes, I have some courage and confidence in Nigerian citizens, irrespective of the challenges we are having as a people. We are still forging ahead, irrespective of the frustration some of our leaders are giving us. We are still forging ahead. We are holding our battens, we are holding the rope stronger, and having the faith that yes, it's going to be better. Nigeria is going to be good. Nigeria is going, will be getting to the right direction that we wish it to be. And that brings us to the discussion I had titled, "It is better to train a child than to change an adult." And I gave some discussion around the past president we've had, and for over 30 years of leadership at the presidential level and head of states, young people below the age of 50 were those manning the helm of affairs and leading the country. And I interrogated ourselves, my viewers, and including myself, that yes, could it be that the ages of those leaders that we had, 41, 45, 48, and one of the youngest who was Yakubu Gowon was just 31 years? Could it be the reason why we are not where we're expected to be as people, as a nation? And I got some comment from citizens and my viewers that says those were the period where we have young men with energy, with drive, with commitment, with zeal to move the society the proper direction. And they told me also that in many of the industries in this country, you see a lot of young managers, young directors between the ages of 40 to 50. And at that point, you have young men who are full of energy, who are full of ideas, who are full of strength to pilot the affairs of industry. And as such, it is also expected that these young men are supposed to also do well when you give them a point of responsibility to carry on the affairs of the country. But then something must have gone wrong. And I gave instances where a lot of countries that got their independence after we got ours, like South Africa, who got our independence in the 90s, and today they have over 84% of power supply, steady power supply. And I made mention of that. But then, what could have been our problem? Why are we as people not being able to pilot our affairs as a country and have a steady economy as well as steady power supply and every other aspect that we needed to stabilize as a nation? So, is it that we need older people who may have seen it all in life and do not want to embrace corruption? Because one of the key problems we have and our leaders have is corruption. Although corruption had spanned over our blood as people, Even at the primary school level, you see some parents wanting to induce their children with corrupt practices. At the secondary school level, also writing junior WAEC and also writing the SS3 WAEC and NECO exam. You see a lot of parents enhancing their children to be able to pass exams. So while we are pointing one finger at the leaders of the country, we should also check ourselves. Are we doing the right thing? Because these things have to flow from bottom to up. Yes, while we are expecting that when we have a good leader, citizens will also follow, we also need to challenge ourselves. In our little ways, we can make this country better. In our place of work, as a teacher, as a business person, you buy an item or commodity for 10,000 naira and you want to sell that the same commodity for 30,000 naira. That is a cheating. It's a serious cheating and it's an aspect of corruption. So if we want to say, yes, of course, we know the corruption that is done by the leaders in our country goes a long way or disorganizing the citizens. When you give some politicians money to construct road, they eat it up and the members of their family will ply the same road and have accident or incident that some sort of fatal incident that will take lives and property. And you think that money you are eating, you will eat it in peace? Definitely you will not. And you buy an item for 10,000 naira and you are intending to sell it for 30,000 naira. You are defrauding the citizens of your country, those who have suffered to earn their income, and you want to give them, you want to inflate price of a commodity and thinking that you are benefiting yourself. No, you are not. You shouldn't be jubilating because what ties you, tie the other person. We are all in one circle as a people. When you cheat me, you have also indirectly cheat yourself. When you cheat others, you have indirectly cheat yourself. When you defraud others, you think you are enjoying. No, you will pay for it. As a person, you will pay for it. And we need to check ourselves. We need to look at ourselves. We need to check what we do on a daily basis if we must hold our leaders accountable for their actions and inaction. Remember, our evil as people, as persons, will definitely haunt us. And what we are suffering today is a collective thought that we have projected into the society. And if we must retrace our footsteps as citizens of this country, we must begin to look at our conscience. We must begin to look at our thought. We must begin to look at our action. Our thought and our action is the ripple effect of what we are suffering today. Thank you, and God bless you.